Hey guys, back for another episode. I feel like I need to hide my face for this one because I'm going over a controversial topic. Alright, you guys, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Alright, you guys guessed it. The big battle. Beckett's versus PSA. I don't know. What do you guys think? Beckett's versus PSA. I don't know. It's been quite a controversial topic for the past little while. I've asked a bunch of different professionals, gotten a bunch of different answers, and I think it's time we break it down for you guys. Here is Professor JoJo's 2 cents worth on both of these companies. I know there's a couple other ones out there, but nah, there really isn't. There's 2 companies. These and this one. That's it. CGC, they're comic books. Don't do it. They're not reputable. E4 has banned them now after their slander towards their product or other products in the business and trying to promote their own. Don't do it. That's my opinion. If you like the cases, you like CGC because of the comic book world, you know what? Go for it. I'm not going to put them down in that sense, but in a reputable resale industry, don't do CGC. You'll get a fraction of the price that you'll get for something else, even though they are one of the better graders. Don't do it. MNT, the Canadian. I don't even know. I have yet to send anything into MNT. I know they have reduced rates compared to the other companies, and they also have a pretty quick turnaround time. So if you're looking for something just to be in case for your personal collection, MNT for a Canadian might actually be something. But if you want a resale value, Americans do not care about MNT. But these 2 big boys, no problem. But here's my 2 cents worth. You got a perfect card. You know it's perfect. Like no deformities, no nothing. You're 100% sure that you're going to come back a black label. This one. Go to Beckett's. Resale value, just a black label against a PSA 10. Black label's going to stand up a lot better. PSA 10 has an allowance to actually have some deformities, whereas a black label is a perfect card. So PSA... Let's jump into PSA quickly while we're kind of talking about allowances and stuff like that, because I know we were going over the graded card tool last time in our last episode, so let's show you guys. What do you think? I think... Shining Lugia, go! Sorry, had to. I don't know. Let's break it down first to allowances, just because we were talking about that. Sorry, we're segueing. ADHD, squirrel. PSA... for their 10s, have an allowance and a variance between a perfect card. So I think it's 45, 55 for centering and stuff like that. And I know all the other categories need to kind of be around there as well. But still essentially not a perfect card if you want to compare it to a black label. Whereas a black label, you got the 4 categories. It's getting 10s in all of those. It doesn't have a 9.5. It doesn't have any sort of blemishes or anything. It's perfect. So... it's hard, because, I mean, if you're unsure about it, you think that it's a 10, but you aren't sure, and you want to make sure, I'd say go PSA. PSA is definitely your better bet, but I don't know, it's hard. I think a lot of it also comes down to, let's get this out of my hand before I throw it around like a crazy man. Comes down to whether or not you like the cases. Personally, when I first started off collecting, I really liked PSA. I thought their cases were super clean, super neat, and I mean, it was like the first person that I'd actually seen do these. But the only card I've actually sent into grading myself is this one, because I'm just super new to grading. I've always been more of a raw collector. I never saw the purpose behind it, and then I joined a couple Facebook groups, had a few friends show me. Gotta give a big shout out to House of Armin and my one friend Matt. They're probably some of the best people in our area for turning raw cards into slabs, and I mean, they're the best. So I look to them for advice, and generally they're like, man, what are you doing? You're missing out on like 50 to 100% of your profit. Because I mean, as soon as you slap on this little case, it's a definitive answer of what it should be. There's no monkeying around on prices and stuff. There's generally pretty... I don't want to say cemented price because they fluctuate all the time like crazy with the Pokemon industry going around like madhouse, but generally more stable than a raw card. So I think, yeah, we've talked a little bit about the allowances. We talked about personal preference and stuff like that. We've talked about my personal experience going 1-for-1 with a black label. And yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to is what are you trying to do? Not so much as to, no. It's, do you want to resell it? PSA or BGS are both great. One of them, the one thing that I don't really like about PSA that I think BGS is better on is when you send your cards in and it gets valued at a higher price, BGS doesn't upcharge you for it. Whereas PSA will change you to the highest amount of grading if it comes back a really nice card. So if you say you throw in 300 cards like I'm about to, so you get 310s. They all are over $1,000. You will get upcharged a very large amount of money, whereas BGS does not. So I think that's one of the reasons why I personally am leaning towards Beckett, but I mean, I'm still going to do both. If I'm unsure of a 10 and I want that for sure 10 because my OCD is like, 10, give me 10s. Then I'm going to go with PSA. But at the same time, I think Beckett is really reputable, and I mean, to have that level of acceptance and have that level of just one camera, so I'm a little bit shy and just can't think properly. It's just high level of standards. There we go. Standards, man. Oh god, I'm having too much fun in the madhouse right now. I like this dark setting. It's a little bit spooky and we hide our faces. PSA. No. But I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. The battle versus BGS versus PSA. Let's see what the Polka fam thinks. Alright, you guys. We're going to call it a day. And as always, stay safe. Have fun. Like, subscribe. Smash that bell. Because I appreciate you guys tuning in. And thank you guys. Not doing the piece.